Part 67. Sky Coffin. Author, Qing Nian Wanbao. Chapter 661. Although the two people look the same, there is an obvious difference. One of them has a nose ring, and the other has sharp fangs in his mouth. The last one has a face like indigo, hair like cinnabar, and fangs growing up and down. This is good. 7 successors of left-handed techniques have come out. Suddenly, the man with an indigo-like face suddenly opened his mouth, and a red bead flew out of his mouth. The bead was extremely fast, and I quickly used the power of the 9 Eyes heavenly domain to dodge. I saw the red bead grazing the corner of my clothes and shooting straight towards the house behind me. Boom! The red beads directly penetrated the house, and the huge force caused the house to collapse. I frowned. This was Feng Lin's technique. There are not many records about the art of Zhuodao. The only record is Feng Shenyanyi. But Feng Shenyanyi is a myth after all, and the recorded content is somewhat different from reality. However, after experiencing so many things, I gradually began to believe in the bizarre things in this world. After all, the underworld exists, so it is not surprising that these techniques can be passed down to this day. I looked at the two twins. If I'm not wrong, the two of them should be the descendants of the two chi in the aperture. When it comes to the second energy in the aperture, there are probably people who don't know about it, but when it comes to the second general, Heng Ha, a lot of people know about it. The two generals of Heng Ha, one named Zheng Lun and the other Chen Qi, studied under Dui Zhenren and were deeply loved by Dui Zhenren. Afterwards, Master Dui passed on the two chi from his orifice to the two of them. Zheng Lun can snort the white chi to subdue the enemy, and Chen Qi can snort the yellow chi to capture the enemy. When white air and yellow air come together, they have the effect of absorbing people's souls. If these two are really the descendants of the second chi in the aperture, then it will be terrible. The more you fear something, the more likely it will come. The man with the nose ring snorted softly, and a line of white smoke came out of his nose. The white smoke drifted straight towards me. My expression condensed, and I used the power of the 9 Eyes heavenly domain to control this white energy. But this white energy was so powerful that I couldn't even control it. At this moment, there was another snort, and a stream of yellow air floated towards him. The speed of this yellow gas was extremely fast, and it arrived in front of you in the blink of an eye. Helpless, I can only spare part of my strength to stop the yellow energy. The other 5 are blocked by yin soldiers and evil suppressing seals, so there is no need for me for the time being. But the 2 heretical heirs in front of him were very difficult to deal with. When I resisted the 2 beams of breath with all my strength, a red light hit me directly. Now I have no time to take care of Hengju. The colorful butterfly stood in front of me. She stretched out her white and tender hands, and countless colorful butterflies burst out from her palms, surrounding the red beads. But the powerful red bead was not able to penetrate the butterfly. The 2 descendants of the second chi in the aperture exerted their strength again, and the 2 chi entangled together, and they broke free from the shackles of the 9 Eyes heavenly realm. I really didn't expect that this trip to the sky coffin would be so dangerous. These 7 successors of left-right techniques have made me very anxious. I forced myself to calm down and looked at the white and yellow energy that was about to swallow me up. I stretched out my left hand, and the pure lotus seal gave off a slight coolness. A beam of white light flashed, and the white and yellow gases turned into white lotuses and floated into the air. I feel 100% sure that this pure lotus mark is the lost ability of my left hand. But why are you here with Zhang Tianqi? There was no rush to think too much, because the 5 leftist disciples behind him had already broken free. Sky Coffin. Author, Qing Nian Wanbao. Chapter 662. 7 people stood together and looked at me coldly. I looked at the 7 people warily. After entering the sky coffin for such a long time, I didn't even see the shadow of the Ghost Lord. Now I might even be killed by these 7 guys. Kadi looked at my serious look and said to me, "Don't be afraid. I'll go and beat them away." As she said that, she raised her pink fist and was about to rush forward. I quickly grabbed her neck and lifted her up. I finally discovered that this girl is no ordinary tiger. I protected him behind my back and said, "Just watch from the side." If Cai really had this ability, she would have killed these 7 people long ago, and she couldn't wait until now. Cai pouted her mouth angrily and turned her face to the side. The 7 leftist disciples did not talk nonsense with me and directly used their methods to attack me. With a stern look on my face, I directly summoned a heavenly secret with the golden light killing and slashing formation. A beam of golden light shot straight into the sky, and a huge golden magic circle unfolded, covering the entire ascension platform. The golden light was like a sword, heading straight towards the 7 people. The successor of the flying head technique summoned hundreds of skulls to attack me. These skulls were scattered by the golden light before they even got close to me. I didn't dare to be negligent and stretched out my hand to call out the karma fire. The whole area was enveloped by the karma fire, as if it was trapped in a sea of fire. These flames are not hot, and the thoughts reveal a deadly coolness. The golden light killing array and the large area killing moves of Yahuo made the 7 successors of the left path miserable. Their spells were offset by karmic fire and golden light as soon as they were cast. Controlling the golden light killing slash was very costly to me, and I had to resolve the battle as soon as possible. Otherwise, we will be in trouble later when we face the Ghost Lord. I summoned the heart sword and pointed it at the golden light killing formation in the sky. All the golden light from the magic circle converged towards the fingertips. There was also a bit of golden light that turned into ropes to tightly bind the 7 successors of the left path. The lethality of the golden light killing slash is immeasurable. Especially when facing these insidious people, the power it brings is even greater. Golden light gathered at my fingertips. I saw that the time was almost up, so I raised the heart sword in my hand and slashed at the 7 successors of the left Deo. A dazzling golden light burst out from the heart sword and struck directly towards the 7 successors of the left Deo. The golden light instantly swallowed up the 7 people, and the powerful force made me step back. When the golden light dissipated, there were no traces of the 7 people on the field. I breathed a long sigh of relief. Fortunately, there was a golden light killing and killing array, otherwise I would have been in trouble. I withdrew the golden light killing and slashing array, and instantly felt that all my strength had been drained from my body, and my face instantly turned extremely pale. Cai asked worriedly, "Are you okay?" I shook my head and looked around, planning to take a short break before continuing to look for Ghost Lord. I sat on the steps and thought about the situation. What is the origin of Ghost Lord? Is it possible that this is Mission's evil way? Obviously not. The sky coffin is divided into 9 levels. There are a total of evil spirits imprisoned on each floor. And every evil spirit is the most powerful existence in the sky coffin on each level. The 7 leftist successors just now were obviously taking orders from the Ghost Lord. I think of King New before. Is it possible that this mission Ghost Lord has something to do with Tai's Hanglajun? The more I thought about it, the more confused my head became. I reached out my hand and rubbed my swollen head. After almost resting, I continued to go deeper inside. Shozendei is very vast, and the courtyard where I was just now is only part of it. Moreover, I already know what is imprisoned here. They are all the remnants of Taoism, that is, evil ways. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Sky Coffin. Author, Qing Nian Wanbao. Chapter 663. I walked past a screen, and what happened behind the screen surprised me. 9 trees appeared in front of me. Each tree was very huge, with lush branches and leaves, covering the sky and the sun. These 9 trees are arranged in a circle, and each of the 9 trees is tied with a thick black chain, and these chains spread toward the middle. And at the end of these 9 chains is a coffin. 9 chains wrapped around the coffin, binding it securely. When I saw this coffin, I was slightly startled, because this coffin is a corpse coffin. The coffin is the medium between the real world and the celestial coffin. And I also want to leave here through this corpse coffin. But where is the ghost lord? When I came to the coffin where the corpse was placed, I saw that the entire coffin was tightly bound by 9 chains and was airtight. Could it be that the ghost lord is in the coffin? Judging from my previous experience, the evil spirits will not enter their respective coffins when they return to the sky coffin. Both the soul-suppressing coffin and the 5 immortal demon coffins are empty. At this time, I suddenly thought of Zhang Tianji. Could he be afraid that he simply sent the ghost lord into the corpse coffin? Thinking of this, I decided to open the coffin after much hesitation. Because I have no clue right now, I don't know where to look for ghost lord. I summoned the heart sword, raised my hand and slashed at one of the chains. Just a clang was heard, and the chain was intact. I scratched my head. This is a bit troublesome. I stretched out my hand to touch the chain. Just when my hand touched the chain, a lavender mist suddenly appeared in my body. I quickly retracted my hand, feeling secretly shocked that this chain was absorbing my crepe myrtle luck. At this moment, I suddenly heard a crashing sound. I followed the sound and saw that the chain was a little loose. I was stunned for a moment, and an idea emerged in my heart. I stretched out my hand and held the chain again. The majestic crepe myrtle luck flows from my body and merges into the chain. And the chain that absorbed my Zaiwei's luck actually swayed from a distance and fell to the ground with a snap. It seems that my guess is indeed correct. If you want to unlock these chains, you must use Zaiwei luck. I followed the same method and untied the other 8 chains. The corpse coffin suspended in mid-air fell to the ground with a loud bang. I put my hand on the edge of the coffin lid, my expression condensed, and I pushed the coffin lid open. Just a bang was heard, and the coffin lid fell heavily to the ground. A cold air spread from the coffin. I looked into the coffin through the pale moonlight. I saw a person lying in the coffin. It was an old man with silver hair and white beard. His eyes were closed and his hands were crossed on his chest. This old man looks exactly like the ghost lord. However, I didn't feel any breath on his body. It seemed like he was just a corpse. Cai Dai jumped up and looked into the coffin. Because of her height, no matter how much she jumped, she couldn't see the whole thing inside the coffin. Lusu. I want to see it too. Seeing how curious she was, I picked her up. Kadi looked at the corpse in the coffin in my arms, and then let out a sigh. What's wrong? Cai Dai pointed at the corpse in the coffin and said, I think I've seen him before. I rolled my eyes and said, of course you have seen it before, he is the ghost lord. Cai Dai frowned, then shook her head at me very seriously and said, no, he is not the ghost lord. Although the two of them look the same, they give me different feelings. Sky Coffin. Author, Qing Nian Wanbao. Chapter 664. Feel different? I was keenly aware that Cai Dai should know something. Even though Cai Dai looks like she is only 7 or 8 years old, she is 1,000 years old in the world. Why would you say so? Kadi looked at the corpse in the coffin and fell into deep thought. After a while, her eyes lit up and she said, I remembered. I motioned for Nai Dai to continue. When I was just born, I entered a person's dream, and this person was in that person's memory. Su Tianxian once told me. The Kija dream butterfly is the butterfly in Zhuangzhou's dream butterfly. I didn't expect this to be true. But, who could be the person who could appear in Zhuangzi's dream? I started sorting through the information I had. Mission Ghost Master was a Taoist, and Taoist thought had just emerged during Zhuangzi's time. Wait, I think I know something. I think of the green cow that carried me across the sea. Moreover, this place is exactly the same as the Shengxian platform where I ascended to immortality in the legend. Could it be possible that the person lying in the coffin is me? That's not right either. Zhuangzi and Laozi were not from the same period. At this time, Kadi's words dispelled my doubts. I remember seeing what seemed like a portrait instead of a person. Cai Dai's words made me sure that what was lying in the coffin was my golden body. The definition of golden body is not limited to those who practice Buddhism. For example, the physical body of a person who has achieved success in spiritual practice does not decay after becoming immortal, and can also be called a golden body. My golden body is actually here. I was horrified inside. But what is the relationship between me and Gaizun? The Ghost Lord cannot be my own. After all, anyone with evil ways like the Ghost Lord can punish him. At this moment, a familiar sinister laughter sounded in my ears. GGG. Hearing this voice, I instantly became alert. Mission Ghost Lord. I looked in the direction from which the sound came, and saw a figure walking slowly towards the side in the darkness. Soon, the figure of Mission Ghost Lord walked from the darkness to the moonlight. Lu Su, I originally planned to kill you and then use your crepe myrtle luck to open this coffin. But I didn't expect you to open it first. You saved me a lot of time. I looked at Mission Ghost Lord coldly and asked, "What do you want my golden body for?" The Mission Ghost Lord stood with his hands behind his back, looked at me with a sinister look in his eyes, and said, "What are you doing? Of course you are occupying this body that originally belongs to me." After hearing this, I raised a sneer at the corner of my mouth and mocked, "How can a person like you deserve to have my golden body?" Mission Ghost Lord has no plans to fight with me yet, he just looks at me with a gloomy expression. "How do you deserve to have it?" "I am the incarnation of Tai's Hanglajun in the human world. And I am the incarnation of Laozi. Do you think I should have this golden body?" Having said that, the relationship between Mission Ghost Lord and Laozi is obvious. But since he is the incarnation of Lao Tzu, why did he become so evil? Even sucking human souls to become stronger? An idea emerged from the bottom of my heart, and I said to Mission Ghost Lord, "You are not the incarnation of me, you are just a ray of evil soul left behind by him during the incarnation process. Everyone has evil thoughts in their heart. In the process of turning around and reincarnating, that ray of evil soul will amplify infinitely, and finally become the incarnation of evil." This was also my guess, but Gaizun's reaction let me know that my guess was not wrong. Sky Coffin. Author, Qingnian Wanbao. Chapter 665. Nonsense. I am the incarnation of me. I am not an evil spirit. Ghost Lord said angrily at me. If the Ghost Lord has no reaction to my words, it proves that I guessed wrong. And now the Ghost Lord is angry because of my words, which means there is no 300 taels of silver here. Lu Su. I will kill you now. Then I will take over the golden body, and then no one in this world can stop me. The Ghost Lord disappeared in a flash. When he reappeared, he was already in front of me. He raised his hand and slapped me on the chest. His attack speed is very fast, but the teleportation speed of Juyan Tianyu is even faster. Just when Ghost Lord's palm was about to approach me, I had already disappeared. But Gaizun's palm was in vain. I appeared behind the Ghost Lord, raised the heart sword in my hand and slashed at the Ghost Lord's neck. The Ghost Lord did not hide, but instead stretched out his hand to resist my blow. There was a clang, and the sword seemed to strike an iron plate. An attack of this level will have no effect on me. I raised a sneer at the corner of my mouth and asked, "Really?" I activated the soul-stealing blood hand, and the scarlet blood instantly stained the entire heart sword. I saw the red heart sword slowly sinking into the Ghost Lord's arm. Upon seeing this, the Ghost Lord quickly distanced himself from me. Black mist enveloped him, and countless ghost faces appeared from the black mist. He waved his hand, and black mist mixed with grimaces came towards me. My expression condensed, and I stretched out my left hand to activate the pure lotus seal. A beam of white light blocked in front of me, instantly turning the Ghost Lord's attack into blossoming white lotuses. The Ghost Master's expression changed and he said in disbelief, "I didn't expect Zhang Daoling to pass this method on to you." Gaizun changed the topic and said, "But, do you think you can defeat me like this? I never thought I would defeat Ghost Lord so easily. I call out the fire of karma." The crimson flame transformed into the shape of a giant dragon in the air and rushed towards the Ghost Lord. The Ghost Lord quickly pressed the seal with his hand, and a dark Bagua array emerged under his feet. He stepped on the 7-star steps and easily dodged the crimson fire dragon. Then, he floated into the air, held the seal with both hands, and muttered something. Immediately I felt the Shengxian platform shaking, and the sound of ghosts crying and wolves howling resounded throughout. I looked in the direction I came from and saw countless people in Taoist costumes rushing towards me. Soul control. With a stern look on my face, I summoned the sea of ghosts, and the Yin soldiers appeared to fight with these evil spirits. Netherworld Ghost Sea is able to share the pressure for me at any time. The Mission Ghost Lord waved his hand, and the 8-sided soul-calling flag appeared out of thin air. The soul-calling flag is 7 or 8 meters long, with obscure incantations painted on it. "Lu Su, I want to see how you respond to the next move," Ghost Lord said coldly to me. The 8-sided soul-calling flags are arranged in a Bagua arrangement and are constantly flying in the air. The Ghost Lord was holding the Dharma seal in his hand and mumbling something. When I saw the Dharma seal in his hand, I looked shocked. This turned out to be Mission's top-notch magic that thundered through the heavens. This method can attract extremely powerful thunder from the sky, and any evil spirits will have no way to hide under this method. There are thousands of kinds of magic techniques in Mission. There are attack type and auxiliary type. The offensive spells include 5 Thunder Curse, Heavenly Thunder Spell, Black Ice Curse, Fire Cloud Curse. Auxiliary types include the Meditation Mantra, the Holy Spirit Mantra, the Vajra Mantra, the Demon Conquering Mantra. In addition, there are also special spells that are used when doing things. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Sky Coffin. Author, Qingnian Wanbao. Chapter 666. Following the movements of Ghost Lord's hands, rumbles of thunder were heard in the night sky. After the thunder and lightning shredded the night sky, and thunder and lightning as thick as a bucket flashed in the sky. After feeling the power of thunder and lightning in the sky, my expression became extremely solemn. This level of lightning may have reached the 6th or even 7th level of the 9-level Thunder Ju. With my current strength, I can only superimpose the 9th level of thunder to the 4th level. As for the 9-level Thunder Art, after it passes the 4th level, the power it brings will be a qualitative leap with each additional level. Moreover, there are summoning banner bonuses around, so it is difficult for me to block this attack. Therefore, I placed the realization on Ghost Lord. Now the Thunder 9 Heavens has not yet taken shape. As long as I dare to stop the Ghost Lord before the spell takes shape, I can stop the heavenly thunder from falling. Thinking of this, I no longer hesitated and used the ability of 9 Eyes Heavenly Domain to disappear instantly. But the Ghost Lord became vigilant the moment I disappeared. When I appeared behind him, a scarlet tentacle suddenly stretched out from his back and grabbed me firmly. I quickly swung the heart sword in my hand and slashed at the blood-red tentacles. But the tentacle threw me back into the circle where the soul-calling flags gathered. The moment I landed, the thunder hovering in the sky fell. The powerful thunder and lightning made my hands and feet cold. "Lu Su, I don't believe you can resist this move of Thunderous 9 Heavens. When I helped Huashiu survive the thunder tribulation, the thunder magic I faced was even more powerful than this. Even with General Huo's help that time, I fell into a deep coma. Looking at the thunder that was about to fall, I made a decision. I quickly took out the soul of Tarzan from my pocket and threw it into the air. At this moment, lightning exploded, and the dazzling white light instantly spread to the entire ascension platform. The Ghost Lord laughed arrogantly when he saw this scene. Ha ha ha. Lucio, aren't you very powerful? This move of mine is enough to beat you to pieces. But the smile on Gaizun's face stopped abruptly. I saw the white light slowly dissipating, and a huge and majestic mountain appeared above me. And I am intact because of the protection of the soul of Mount Tai. You are happy too early, I said to Ghost Lord. Because Yunziazi used his soul to strengthen the seal of Mount Tai's soul before. Therefore, this seal will not be broken for a while. The soul of Tarzan. It seems that I really underestimate you. I picked up the sword technique and pointed it at the soul of Mount Tai, and immediately the soul of Mount Tai attacked the Ghost Lord with a crushing force. The Ghost Lord's face turned ugly, and he was about to put Lao Zijin in the coffin. I was stunned for a moment and instantly understood what he wanted to do. I saw the Ghost Lord's figure flashing and attacking towards the corpse coffin. I quickly used the ability of the Nine Eyes Heaven Realm to reach the corpse coffin first. But at this moment, the eight-sided soul-calling flag appeared in front of me and bound me tightly. The summoning flag wraps my whole body tightly like a rope. I felt my strength draining away rapidly. I held onto my weak body and summoned the karma fire to burn the soul-calling flag. When I broke free, Gaizun had disappeared. A bad premonition suddenly arose in my heart. I saw the golden body of Lao Tzu in the coffin slowly sitting up. I subconsciously took a step back and distanced myself from him. Jinshan slowly opened his eyes, and I saw a familiar sinister look in his eyes. The Ghost Lord entered the golden body. Sky Coffin. Author, Qingnian Wanbao. Chapter 667. The situation in front of me was extremely bad. If I had known earlier, I should have snatched away my golden body first. But now it's all over. I saw the Ghost Lord slowly standing up from the corpse coffin. He looked at his hands, his brows full of excitement. Ha ha ha. It's been hundreds of years. I finally got this body. It seems that Zhao Mian didn't lie to me. Zhao Mian again? Zhao Mian did not show up during this trip to mission. I originally thought he had given up his chance to deal with me. But I never expected that although she didn't show up, she was still controlling everything behind the scenes. Ghost Lord looked at me and said coldly, "My goal has been achieved, and you have no value in existence, so just go and die." As soon as he finished speaking, Gaizun pinched the thunder seal in his palm. Thunder and lightning appeared in his palm, and he palmed me. I quickly activated the pure lotus seal, and a beam of white light blocked my face. This time, the white lotus did not appear like before, but the powerful Leiju blasted me away. I hit the tree hard. I clutched my chest and struggled to stand up. This pure lotus seal cannot offset any attack. It seems that it can only offset attacks that are lower than my ability. The Ghost Lord who obtained my physical body became extremely powerful, and the aura emanating from his body made me feel terrified. The battle between the Yin soldiers and those evil spirits continues, because I was attacked by the Ghost Lord and could not support the existence of the Ghost Sea. The sea of ghosts dissipated, and countless evil spirits came towards me. I looked at the spirit of Tarzan hovering in the sky. Whether you can defeat the Ghost Lord now depends on the soul of Mount Tai. I squeezed the seal with my hand to increase the size of Taishan's soul. Then he raised his right hand high and slammed it down towards the Ghost Lord. At the same time, Taishan's soul also responded to my movements and fell quickly. The soul of Mount Tai hit the Ghost Lord with overwhelming force. Boom! The entire Shangxian platform trembled violently. But my expression was frozen at this moment. Because, the Ghost Lord actually raised his hands and lifted up the soul of Mount Tai. The Ghost Lord who obtained the golden body of Lao Tzu is not even a little bit powerful. Gaizun freed up one hand to hold Faju, and the thunder reappeared in his palm. I looked shocked. If this palm thunder hits the soul of Taishan, the seal will definitely be loosened. I quickly tried to take back Taishan's soul, but Gaizun's attack also failed. The Ghost Lord walked toward me step by step, and the aura around him became stronger with every step he took. I felt like there was a big mountain pressing on me, making me breathless. Lu Su, with your current strength you cannot stop me, let alone kill me. Cai Dai fought against those evil spirits the moment they rushed to the Sendai. Seeing that my life was threatened, she quickly came to my door and stood in front of me. She opened her arms to protect me. I won't let you hurt him. Cai Dai said to Gaizun. The corner of Gaizun's mouth raised a sneer. I quickly pulled Cai Dai back and shouted, "Who told you to show off?" Cai Dai was stunned by my yelling. I don't want to see you get killed. I said to her, I'm fine, please come back to me as soon as possible. Kaidi shook her head resolutely and said stubbornly, I don't. This tiger girl's stubborn temper came back again. Seeing this scene, the Ghost Lord said, don't worry, you will all die. His figure flashed and disappeared in an instant, and when he reappeared, he was already in front of me. The Ghost Lord raised his palm and struck at Cai Dai. I quickly protected colorful butterfly behind me, but at this moment, a black shadow flashed past and knocked the Ghost Lord away. Sky Coffin. Author, Qing Nian Wanbao. Chapter 668. The Ghost Lord was directly hit by the black shadow and flew more than 10 meters away, and then hit the wall heavily. It's the Green Bull. Qing Niu stood in front of me, his eyes as wide as bells, staring at the Ghost Lord not far away. The Ghost Lord struggled to stand up from the ground. He clutched his chest and looked at King Niu, with a hint of evil in his eyes. You beast, I am your master. The green cow roared angrily. Although I couldn't understand what it was saying, I could feel that it was angry. The green bull landed on its hind hooves, pointed its two sharp horns at the Ghost King, and then rushed towards the Ghost King at an extremely fast speed. This time the Ghost Lord was on guard. He stepped on the 7-star steps and fought with the green bull. The appearance of the green cow gave me some breathing time. I started thinking about the situation I was facing. The Ghost Lord has obtained the golden body of Lao Tzu, and it is difficult to defeat him. If it weren't for the Ghost King with the golden body of Lao Tzu, I would still be able to fight. I looked at my right hand. If I used the soul-stealing blood hand to extract the ghost's soul from the golden body, it should be possible to do so. Thinking of this, I activated the soul-stealing blood hand, and scarlet blood instantly spread to my entire arm. I used the ability of Nine Eyes Heavenly Domain and disappeared instantly. When he reappeared, he was already behind Gaizun. My expression condensed, and I raised my soul-stealing blood hand to grab the Ghost Lord's body. Just when the bloody hand was about to touch the Ghost Lord's body, a powerful yin energy knocked me away. I flipped a few times in the air, then stabilized my body and landed smoothly. My expression became a little serious. The Ghost Lord was too powerful and it was impossible to get close. The Green Bull stopped attacking, distanced itself from the Ghost King, and then approached me. The corner of Gaizun's mouth raised a sneer and said, You are no match for me now, so just die obediently. The Ghost Lord was approaching me step by step, and with every step he took, his aura became stronger. At this time, King Niu held a chain in front of me. I was slightly startled, took the chain, and asked, Do you want me to use this against him? King Niu nodded. These 9 chains must not be ordinary things, otherwise they would not be able to imprison the corpse coffin. But, how to use it? While I was thinking, the Ghost Lord had already arrived in front of me. Qing Niu once again fought with the Ghost Lord. I looked at the chain in my hand and fell into thought. I just used Zyway luck to unlock the chains, could it be possible? An idea emerged in my mind, and I activated the crepe myrtle luck in my body. The lavender mist slowly emerged from my body and finally poured into the chain. The originally dark chains were now emitting a faint purple light. It was at this time that I felt that there seemed to be some kind of connection between me and the 9 chains. This feeling is amazing. I stretched out my hand and waved it, and the 9 chains moved with the movement of my hand. I was slightly stunned, and I was secretly happy. These 9 chains were indeed not ordinary things. I looked at Ghost Lord and King Nu. Although the green ox is a mythical beast, it seems a little powerless when facing the Ghost Lord who has obtained the golden body of Lao Tzu. Moreover, King Nu was a little timid when attacking, probably because he was afraid of hurting my golden body. My expression hardened, and I controlled the 9 chains to attack the Ghost Lord. 9 chains were flying and circling in the air, just like 9 giant dragons attacking towards the Ghost Lord. When the Ghost Lord saw the 9 chains, his expression froze and he quickly dodged. You are listening to Novels at Bless Up channel. Wish you happiness and luck. Please subscribe to receive new novels. How do you feel about this novel? Please like and leave a comment. Sky Coffin. Author, Ching Nian Wanba. Chapter 669. This reaction of Gaizun exposed his weakness. He is afraid of these 9 chains. I manipulated the 9 chains to attack the Ghost Lord from all directions. The ghost looks like a ghost and keeps dodging. While manipulating the chains, I discovered something very serious. That means manipulating the 9 chains consumes a lot of money on me. The green bull was not idle either, raising its horns and attacking the Ghost King. With the help of King Nu, I feel much more relaxed. At this moment, Ghost Lord exposed a flaw. My expression hardened, and I controlled a chain to attack his right ankle. The chains were tightly tied to Gaizun's feet, and Gaizun almost fell to the ground. I quickly manipulated the other 8 chains to imprison Gaizun. The Ghost Lord was tied up in mid-air by 9 chains. He looked at me with a sinister expression and said viciously, "Lu Su, you don't think you can kill me like this, do you?" I looked at Ghost Lord, gasping for breath, and said, "Kill you? It's too easy for you. I want to save those who died because of you. I must save them." Although they made things difficult for me at the Lushan Daijiao, there were friends of mine among these people. Ruo Hung, Zhang Xiai, Sun Wenchinj. I can't just watch them die. When the Ghost Master heard this, he sneered, "Just you. Their souls are about to be refined by me, and it won't be long before these souls will be completely integrated with me. By then, even if you kill me, it won't help." My face turned very ugly, and I stretched out my hand to grab one of the chains. Scarlet blood slowly spread from my right arm to the 9 chains. In an instant, the dark and thick chains turned extremely scarlet. The chains tied to the Ghost Lord were instantly absorbed into his body. Ah! The Ghost Lord let out a heart-rending howl. My face hardened, I waved my big hand, stretched out my hands and held the 9 chains in my arms. Then use all your strength to pull outward. No matter what the cost, I will pull out the souls of those people. The Ghost Lord was suppressed by my Zyway luck and was unable to perform any Taoist magic for a while. But the Ghost Lord himself is very powerful, so I was at a disadvantage in this tug of war. Ha ha ha. Lu Su, your ability is really tricky. But all Taoist techniques and methods in this world are based on the strength of one's own strength. It is simply a waste of you to have these abilities. Ghost Lord is right. Whether it is the soul-stealing bloody hand or the 9-eyed heaven. Whether these forces are strong or not depends on my own strength. Ghost Lord's aura surged. He broke free of his hands from the chains, then held the chains and pulled them towards him. Immediately afterwards, I felt that my feet were empty, and my whole body was dragged out by the Ghost Lord for 3 or 4 meters. Just when I couldn't hold on any longer, King Yu came to me, held a chain in his mouth and pulled hard towards the back. The green cow's copper bell-like eyes stared at me closely. I instantly understood its meaning, and I quickly tied several other chains to Qing Niu's body. The green bull let out a moo that echoed throughout the world. Then King Yu exerted his strength and directly brought the situation back. The Ghost Lord's expression changed and he cursed angrily at King Yu, "You beast! I am your master. Instead of helping your master, you went to help an outsider." I looked at the Ghost Lord and said coldly, "You are not its owner, you are just an evil spirit." As soon as I finished speaking, I disappeared instantly. Sky Coffin. Author, Qing Nian Wanba. Chapter 670. I suddenly appeared in front of the Ghost Lord, with 2 chains on my feet to stabilize my body. I raised my right hand and stabbed towards Gaizun's chest. The soul-stealing blood hand sank into my golden body. I squeezed it hard and directly grabbed the Ghost Master's soul in my hand. I used all my strength to pull the Ghost Lord's soul outward. "Lu Su! Since you do this, let's die together!" Ghost Lord yelled at me fiercely. He raised his right hand, and a cold air spread from his palm. My face froze, and I screamed in my heart. If you were hit by this palm, you might be seriously injured or even killed on the spot. If you avoid it, there won't be many opportunities to get close to the Ghost Lord. My mind was racing and I finally made a decision. Don't hide. Even if we die together, I will pull out the Ghost Lord's soul. Seeing that I had no intention of hiding, the murderous intent in Gaizun's eyes became even stronger. "Okay. Let's die together." As he spoke, he raised his right palm and struck me in the chest. I shouted angrily and used all my strength to pull away the Ghost Lord's soul. But just when the Ghost Lord was about to touch my body, a lilac halo emerged from my body, forming a circular shield that enveloped me. The Ghost Lord's right palm hit the purple light firmly. A strange thing happened. The power of Gaizun's palm seemed to be absorbed by the purple light emanating from my body. The Ghost Lord looked at the scene in front of him in disbelief. He couldn't help but exclaimed, This is Zaiwei True Essence Body Protector." When I heard these 4 words, I was slightly stunned. According to legend, the true essence of Zaiwei is the Qi of the Emperor. It is also what is called Wang Qi. With the existence of the Emperor's true energy, the Emperor's body and country will be blessed by God. Since ancient times, emperors have had the feathers of the Son of Heaven, so they are called the Zaiwei True Essence. My destiny is Zaiwei Emperor Star. But Zaiwei's true energy has not been revealed before? It's time to think too much. Since Gaizun's palm failed, it also gave me a chance to fight back. My face hardened, and I shouted loudly, and the lavender light around me became a little brighter. A powerful aura spread out from my body, directly knocking my golden body away. And the soul of the Ghost Lord was also pulled out by me. At this time, the entire body of the Ghost Lord was still fastened by 9 chains. Because these 9 chains still have the ability of soul-stealing bloody hands, they can ignore the body and directly cause damage to the soul. I pinched Gaizun's neck, looked at him and said coldly, "You have to pay for what you have done." As soon as he finished speaking, King Yu let out a huge roar. Immediately afterwards, the 9 chains shrank suddenly. The Ghost Lord let out a miserable howl, and countless souls shot out from his body. I looked happy, opened the 9 Eyes realm, took out the soul locking tower in my pocket, and put all the souls into the soul locking tower. If you don't do this, there may be souls lost in the heaven. Once lost, it cannot be found. I looked at the Ghost Lord, and saw that the Ghost Lord's soul was unstable. He looked at the golden body of Lao Tzu not far away, and moved to get into it. How could I give him this chance? I cast Karma Fire, and the crimson flame surrounded my golden body. The Ghost Lord in the spirit state could not pass through these flames at all. The Ghost Lord had his own body before. but when he grabbed Laozi's golden body, he gave up his original body. But now, seeing that he could not enter Laozi's golden body, he could only focus on his original body.